The fighting Baltimore Orioles took their troops down to Tropicana Field and went to battle with the Tampa Bay Rays in a pivotal Game 4 of that 4-game set. And Gunnar Henderson is the first man to put a baseball on the moon? Bring it in. Let's have a mound visit. Let's go O's! What's going on, Birdland? Welcome to the Baltimore Bops YouTube channel. I'm your host, Bops. This is where Baltimore Orioles fans can come and chop it up about the O's. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure. And in this episode, we discuss the mighty Orioles of Baltimore firmly planting their flag on the mound at Tropicana Field, baby. So let's get into the weeds. Top half of the first, Taj Bradley takes the mound, and my man Henderson is able to, in true Charlie Hustle fashion, reach on an infield single before Adley Rutschman doubles the center, scoring for the early Orioles 1-0 lead. And that was big because, as we'll get into it, Tyler Wells did not have his best game, and that's his second game in a row. So it was huge for the Birds to get on the board first. The Rays went scoreless in the bottom half. And then in the top half of the second, Urias and Cowser are two quick outs. But then my man Adam Frazier doubles to right. And then Gunnar Henderson sends a 446-foot moonshot that probably came off his bat at 100 bajillion miles per hour and is somewhere in one of the craters on the moon right now. I still don't think anybody's found it. As it pings off of the Coke, the top of the Coke thing in Tropicana Field. It was an absolute stinking blast. And this guy is playing his stinking head off. Unbelievable stinking bat. Unbelievable stinking home run. 2-run shot to give the Birds a 3-0 lead. Man, this dude can do it all. I seen yesterday, and obviously we all know this, that guy was chosen in the second round. Unbelievable. He can field. He has a rocket stinking arm. He can hit. He can run. He plays hard. What can that man not do? Please, someone sign him long term right now. You don't play anywhere else for the rest of your career, Gunnar Henderson. You're going to stay in Baltimore. So, huge spot, 3-0 Birds. Rays do nothing in the bottom half of the inning. Nothing in the third inning. Birds go 1-2-3 in the top half of the fourth. But this is where Wells, his command really started to struggle. You could see it earlier in the game, but he's able to wiggle out of some problems. He ends up walking Ramirez in a Rosarina to start the inning. He does get Paredes to fly out, but then low grounds into a fielder's choice to get the Rays on the board, makes it 3-1. Now, in that inning, Wells had 3 walks issued, which ties a season high for him in a baseball game. He did that in 1 inning. 3 walks in a baseball game. He did that in 1 inning. Go to the 5th. The Birds are quiet in the top half before Wells walks his first batter again. So you can see my man is struggling with his command. And then Yandy Diaz comes to the plate and mashes a 424-foot dinger over the left center field wall, knotting it all up at 3-3. And once again, just these two teams, as bad as the Rays have been playing, just traded body shots. And it was like that the whole series. So Wells only records 1 more out before being replaced by Mike Baumann. Now, Wells' final line was 4 1/3, 3 runs all earned. He had 4 walks and 5 Ks, but he did allow that big 2-run shot from Diaz to tie the game. So, Baumann is able to get out of the inning. So, 3-3, all knotted up, going to the 6th. And then Ryan Stinkin' O'Hearn, middle name Stinkin', and that is not a stinking bad name. Ryan Stinkin' O'Hearn leads off the inning with a solo shot off the left field pole to put the O's back on top 4-3. How big was a get of Ryan O'Hearn by Mike Elias? I mean, the guy is he is doing so well in that 4 spot, man. And yes, we just talked about stinking Gunner's home run going 440-something feet. How far did Ryan's go? 331. But that's all we needed to do, baby, as it pinged off the left field pole. Hey, I'll take that all day. Little oppo power. I love it. So it's 4-3 Birds. Baumann pitches a scoreless bottom half. And by the way, Baumann came in and gave us 2 2/3. A season high for him was scoreless baseball. So that was huge. The bullpen's been a little taxed lately, but Wells not having his best night. The Birds have the lead 4-3, and Baumann comes in and he holds the stinking line. And he's been quite a staple in the Orioles bullpen as of late. So, I mean, just stinking huge. Huge, huge, huge. Now, top of the 7th, Birds get some much-needed insurance. When Calzer reaches on an error, that was like it was one of the 2 times where he ended up reaching because of a pass ball or an error. So he had quite a lucky game as far as getting on base. Mateo ends up pinch hitting for Frazier and pops out, but then Henderson works a walk for his 3rd time on base for the game, and then Rutschman flies out to left before Santander singles to right, scoring Calzer, and he extends the Birds' lead to 5-3. Much needed insurance, especially with how the bullpen has been lately. 5-3 Birds. So we go to the 8th. Yennier Cano comes in and stinking looks like the old Yennier Cano. He's done real well when he's not inherited any runners. I mean, you come on, you put him on, and he doesn't have any runners on base. He's done really well, and that's what he did today. The Birds are quiet in the top half of the 9th, but then it's time for Mountain Time. In comes Felix Bautista, and man, he has worked his stinking butt off the past couple of days, but Brandon Hyde knows just how important this game is. With a W, the Birds, they would win the game-to-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays unless for some odd reason Tampa Bay is able to go to Baltimore in a couple of weeks and sweep the Birds. That's probably not happening. So to get this W is important. And what do? You bring in the stinking Mountain and you tell him, hey, bud, I need you right now. And what does Felix do except come through? Felix, the Mountain just stinking doing what the Mountain does. He shuts it stinking down, preserving the 5-3 Baltimore Orioles victory, giving them the series win 3-4. Man, to take 3 games out of 4 in Tropicana Field is that's been unheard of in like the last 6 years. So Baltimore is playing timely baseball. They're stinking doing all the right things right now. They moved to 61-38 on the year and 2 games, baby. 2 games up in the AL East for first place. Man, it don't get much better than that. It doesn't stinking get much better than that. And as an Orioles fan, the O's are in first, Tampa Bay's in second, Toronto's in third, and how much sweeter is it that the Yankees and the Red Sox are battling it out for last place? It doesn't get much better than this, baby, so enjoy it right now. Hey, once again, 5-3. The Birds take 3 out of 4. They head into a series against the Philadelphia Phillies coming up. It's going to be exciting baseball, and I can't wait to stinking share it with you guys. We'll be doing a season or a series preview here soon, but I also want to say as a caveat, thank you so much, everyone. We reached 50 subscribers, so I'm going to try to find out what's going on with this YouTube thing, see if we can watch some baseball live together, and we're going to make it happen, man. Great time to be an O. Great time to be a stinking Baltimore fan. Let's go Birds. Let's go O's. Let's go O's. Let's go O's. We'll see you on the next one, Birdland.